Good day, everyone. So let's proceed with our next topic. So we are now done in dealing with the singly reinforced rectangular beam. However, there are some sections in our reinforced concrete that is irregular. So that's why on this topic, itatakal natin dito on how do we solve the analysis and design of a singly reinforced non-rectangular beam. So on this topic, so first, we need to deal on the analysis portion, okay? Which is sa analysis portion natin, actually, we need to just re-emphasize dito kung paano tayo nag-analysis ng isang rectangular reinforced beam. Which is, ang pinaka-emphasis lang naman dito, class, is the area of our compression. So, of course, from the derived formula ng mga na pinakita ko sa inyo nung nakaraan, lahat sila ay nakabase if the compression area is only rectangular. Kasi ano nga dito nga klase, yung compression nga natin dito and also yung ating stress block ay in the form of a rectangle. That's why we can simply use yung mga formula or mga basic formulas in the relationship with the rectangle. However, pagdating natin sa non-rectangular beam or sa irregular sections natin, same lang yung magiging approach natin dito. Kaya lang kasi class, kailangan malaman muna natin dito kung ano yung area of compression. Okay? Which means, kailangan dito class, malaman din natin dito yung location ng mga centroid natin. Especially doon sa magiging location ng centroid sa ating compression area. That's why on the formula sa mga gagamitin natin sa ating analysis of non-rectangular reinforced beam. So una, ang mamomodify muna natin dito is the value of our actual compression force, which is nung nakaraan sa ating rectangular beam natin, alam naman natin na ang value ng compression is 0.85 multiplied by F prime C multiplied by A times B. Which is yung A natin dito class, this is the depth of rectangular stress block and yung B natin dito is the width of the beam. However kasi class, since tayo ay non-rectangular beam na, kailangan ang i-consider mo na ditong area dito is dapat kung ano yung naging sakop ng ating equivalent rectangular stress block. Okay, yung value ng ating A. So, doon lang natin malalaman kung ano yung magiging value ng ating area of compression. So, yung next na modify dito is the value for our nominal moment. Since involved din dito yung ating A times B coming from the rectangular beam, so mamamodify na siya into a much more general variable, which is the area of compression. So, of course, yung magiging moment arm natin dito, it will also depend on the location ng ating actual compression force, which is yung Z natin dito class, please take note, this is the location of the centroid ng ating actual compression force. So, nung nakaraan, gumagamit tayo ng A over 2 dahil nga yung ating location ng ating compression ay nasa rectangular stress block. However, kasi dito class, is mamamodify na po yung kanyang location. That's why we will use the value of or the variable Z. So, ganun din dito sa nominal capacity for our steel reinforcement. Pero nonetheless, sa pagkuha pa rin dito ng ultimate moment, kailangan class nakamultiply pa rin yung ating nominal capacity sa kanyang reduction factor. So, ibig sabihin lang nito class, yung analysis natin sa non-rectangular beam is same pa rin yung magiging approach natin. So let's have the sample problem.